Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Sean Ali here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me and giving me some of your very valuable time and your very valuable energy. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, this brief message is on neurogenesis. And this is the act and the science of growing new brain. So listen, the neurogenesis is the science and the action that you and I can employ to grow new brain. That's right, listen, you can grow new brain cells and neurons as you are growing and developing in your life. And up until the mid-50s, early 60s, scientists believe that once your brains mature, then they died or they grew old and they couldn't regenerate. You couldn't grow new brain cells. Around the 60s, going into the 70s, they discovered the science of neurogenesis, that depending on the condition inside of us, our body will produce new brain neurons and cells. That's right. So listen, I want to show how we can do this with two very key ingredients that cost you absolutely nothing. Listen, all you have to do is incorporate these two functions in your life, and you can create the environment inside of you, the environment that allows your body to present or manifest the stages of neurogenesis. And you will be in the act of growing new. Not only will you grow new brains, but you will maintain the material that you already have. See, you won't lose any brain matter. And when you don't lose brain matter, that means you have more brain power. And what do you have brain power over? Your arm, your leg, your arm, and your head. That's right. It's more power that you have over you. For what? Because whatever you conceive, you achieve. So the better and more power of your brain, the more that your hands and your feet can bring into existence. You can literally create your heaven and set yourself in it overnight. That's right. So listen, the two functions that I want to show. The first one is fasting. That's right. Fasting. Fasting is literally the abstaining from eating or drinking or inactivity. Fasting is abstaining from eating and drinking or some other activity. So what is the importance of fasting? See, we are beings of energy. So if you have the human body, right? This is where your brain is at. This is where your stomach is. So we are beings of energy. So when you eat something, the power inside of you has to go to your stomach in order for you to digest the food that you ate. So when your power is here activating your stomach, it's not here at your brain, and you literally become mentally weak after you eat because your power is here to digest your food. This is why in most schools, when they give final exams, they do so in the morning before lunch, because they know after you eat, you're literally brain sleep, because that power, your energy is in your stomach, it's in your digestive system in order for your body to activate that food or digest that food. Same thing with the military. When you go into basic training, one of the first things they do is change your way of eating. They change your diet. They give you a minimal diet to give you maximum brain power. So when you fast, instead of if you fast for a day or two, instead of having this power fluctuate, you get to keep all of your power right there in your power center, right here in your control center. So when you fast, see, it's not just about not eating bad foods. That's a main part of it, because your brain is made out of matter. And in order to grow new brain, your brain is material. You need the proper material in order to have those building blocks. So when you have the active metabolism and you eat the right food and your catabolic state breaks that down, when your anabolic state goes to use that, it will be able to have the building blocks to be successful with neurogenesis. So when we are looking at fasting, the main thing is we want to be able to keep our power in right here in our brain. So by fasting, your power doesn't lower to your digestive system. Your energy doesn't go to your digestive system to digest what you eat. So if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you eat once or twice a day, whenever you eat, your energy has to go to your digestive system and you lose brain power. So when we want to grow, we want to implement the science and the act of neurogenesis. We want to grow new brains. So we have to set the condition, we have to create the environment inside of us that will allow. This is a natural act. See, the act of growing new brains, that's natural. You don't have to do nothing to grow new brains, but function properly. You have to cause your body to stop producing new brains. You have to cause your body to lose brain. So neurogenesis, it's a natural science. It's a natural process that we can take advantage of. See, now that we know this process, we can take advantage of it. What does this mean? This means that my brain power will never decrease. This means that my vision, my range and scope of my thinking and my vision, my imagination, it will never decrease. What does this mean? This means that I will have the ability to think myself into healing, to think myself into empowerment, to think myself into the successful enjoyment of my abundant life. See, because we are top-down beings, meaning that we move from our thoughts and feelings and emotions that come from our brain and our mind. So neurogenesis, the science and act of growing new brain, and one of the main ingredients to creating neurogenesis revolves around fasting. See, and this is where you want to keep your power in your brain, and you also want to stop. See, with the act of fasting, you also want to stop eating the wrong foods. See, you want to stop eating the wrong foods because you want to give your body the building blocks that it needs to be able to produce that new material. Then you want to give your brain the energy that it needs to successfully restructure and grow itself. So listen, this is the act of fasting. The other act is exercise. Listen, If you fast and you stop eating and you keep all of your power here in your brain and you exercise, listen, and by exercise, I mean cardiovascular aerobics. Listen to me. When you move your body, you have everything is energy. We are beings of energy, right? So listen, you have two types of energy. You have potential and kinetic. Potential energy is the energy at rest. Me sitting still right now, that's potential energy. When I move, that's kinetic energy. That's me changing that potential energy of rest into energy of action. See, you got heat, you got magnetism, you got electromagnetism, you got electricity, you got friction. See, you got all of these things that come from the act of moving, from that kinetic energy. So when you exercise and you do cardiovascular aerobics and you move your body, see, you create kinetic energy. You create all of those energies that your body needs. And your body creates, listen, it has elements that you create from exercise. It's called BDNF. This is brain-derived neurotropic factors. Brain-derived neurotropic factors. You only get this from exercise. See, when you do cardiovascular aerobics and you go for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, your body starts to produce this energy. And when this energy is created, it's manifested in the form of BDNF. Brain-derived neurotropic factors. The nickname of this is called brain Listen, they call BDNF brain fertilizer. Listen, when you can't buy this, you cannot buy this. They have a synthetic form of it, but your body naturally creates it from the action of movement. So when you do cardiovascular aerobics for the prescribed period of time, your body produces brain-derived neurotropic factors. They call this brain fertilizer. This is the ingredients that your brain needs to complete neurogenesis, the act of growing new brain, neurons, and cells. See, you also have an element from exercise called myokines. My means muscle. Kin is kinetic movement. So from the movement of your muscles, your body creates these ends or elements that start in the muscle fiber. Once you move to a certain point and you fill that muscle fiber up with the myokines, they start to spill over and go into your bloodstream. And once they are in your bloodstream, they travel to your heart, to your brain, and to other areas in your body that needs growth and development and improvement. And you just from exercising. See, this is from exercising. From fasting, you keep your power. And when you eat, your power goes to your stomach. So by fasting, you keep your power right here. You keep your energy in your brain. By exercising, you create brain fertilizer, BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factors. From doing cardiovascular aerobics, you create myokines from muscle movement. From the movement of your muscle, these are cells, myokines. They will move. They are anti-inflammatory. They are pro-growth. Listen, they help your brain, your heart, your respiratory system, your muscular system, your skeletal system. They help your total body to repair, rejuvenate, to maintain, and sustain. So listen, I just wanted to go into the science of neurogenesis, and to say, listen, it doesn't matter what brain condition you or anybody you might know is suffering from. It does not matter what type of brain injury that you might be suffering from or somebody you know. Your body was created by God to be amazing and powerful. It is literally created to heal itself from anything. You don't have to do anything but get out of the way. So by fasting, you get out of your body's way and you allow your natural energy to work and heal yourself. By exercising, you create the energy and the force and power that your body needs to grow new brains. Neurogenesis. Man, listen, you can sit there and you can grow old and you can lose your mental capabilities and your cognitive skills if you choose. Or you can be proactive and you can take control and take charge of your life. It's your life. The least you should do is fast and exercise. That's free. You don't have to pay anybody for that. Me, I'm giving this science to you for free. And if you do these two ingredients, it's a few more, but if you start to incorporate these two ingredients, you can literally improve the chemical, the electrical, the energy composition and frequency inside of you. This means you feel yourself full of life. If you are sick, you feel yourself full of health. If you are dying, you feel yourself full of life. If you are powerless, you feel yourself full of power. If you need help, this is how you help yourself. Fasting, exercise, and you can help to empower yourself. You can help to heal yourself. You can create the condition that will allow you, neurogenesis, the science in the act of growing new brain. But you have to create the condition inside of you that allows your body to be successful. Fasting and exercise. Listen, you keep your power here. You don't pollute your body. And if you exercise, you create brain fertilizer, BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factors. And you create myokines, cells, movement of your muscles. That you have to move your muscles to create these. And you can create that environment inside of you that will allow you to heal yourself, that will allow you to empower yourself. Listen, you want to talk about growing young? I'm trying to show, look, August 3rd, I will be 46 years old. That means I have been around this planet. I've been on the planet rotating around the sun for 46 years. But my biological age, my cellular age, my cells, because of the lifestyle, because I fast, because I exercise, because I breathe right, because I get proper rest, my cellular age, I don't look 46, do I? See, you don't grow old. You have to cause yourself to grow old. You naturally grow and develop. See, your cells reproduce. You naturally grow and develop. You unnaturally age and get sick. You have to cause aging. You have to cause sickness. You naturally grow. You naturally develop. You naturally are strong and youthful. You don't have to lose it. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali, we just want to help you. That's all I want. I don't, for those of my clients, anybody that has ever talked to me, I will give you everything I have for free. I just want you to be healthy. I want you to be strong. I want you to be powerful. I want you to be able to be whatever you want and to live as long as you want. That's all up to you. So if you or anybody you know needs help, please feel free to contact us today, because your health is your wealth, but your health has to be created, and it doesn't start until you start it. So if you are unhealthy, that means you might not know. That's okay. We got solutions here. I don't care what a doctor told you. I don't care if he told you that you got something he can't cure. That does not mean that there isn't a solution. Your body already has the solution. Let me help you to bring that out. Grow young, grow strong. Woo-hoo. Woo. So family, thank you for tuning in. Neurogenesis, the science and the action of growing new brain with two key functions, fasting and exercise. And if you can incorporate these two in your life, you can set the stage for your immortality. Did you hear? Listen, if you can incorporate these two ingredients in your life, you set the stage for your immortality. When they say, yeah, we all gotta die from something, usually it's poor diet and lack of exercise. So you can eliminate that something that we all gotta die from. If you eliminate your cause of death, what are you left with? If you eliminate your cause of death, what are you left with? Abundant life. Come on, family. Let's go and enjoy it together. I thank you all for tuning in and giving me some of your valuable time. I hope that you had a powerful day today. If by chance you didn't, no worries. When you have your grand arising tomorrow, you can go and be great. Hey, you got a chance to do it again. So family, go get your rest. Have your grand arising. Seize your day. Carpe diem. Conquer your day. Create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. That's all up to you. I leave you as I came. Salam alaikum. Hotep. Black power. Power to the people.